Ever heard of the phrase, "you're dead to me"? Well, it certainly applies here. There are no qualms about me being harsh this time around. I'm not gonna be nice like how I was when I was calling out smartass Burb's actions on YouTube and Twitter. The main clue? Well, I just called my calling out of smartass Burb nice. Yeah, you should be very afraid for what will be unleashed here. Hey guys, Space Guru 5 here. As some of you may or may not know, I am part of a Discord server called the Usual Gang of Hoes, or UG, which is run by Hobbs, Kevin Stryker, Angry John, and Mr. Power Armor. I've been a part of this server for about a year now. Before this, we had a group chat on Skype of the same name. We've seen some pretty crazy shit go down on UG within the past year, though not as crazy as one particular individual, who will never be allowed back on the server ever again. ThisIsntNotMetal. From the start, our feelings about him were, well, iffy. He often talked about getting high on weed, abused the crap out of references to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and often repeated the same 4 single-word phrases. Everything was either kek, lel, rip, or NANI? As if this wasn't enough, he would also derail entire conversations by spewing random crap. We found his actions to be kind of annoying, though he didn't really do anything to warrant any concern. That is, unless he got pissed off over Super Smash Bros. And over the things he hated. Every now and then, Mr. Power Armor and Metal would do matches on Super Smash Bros., and surprise, Metal would always lose. However, rather than being a good sport about it, he spammed all kinds of crazy shit about how he was going to kill Armor's entire family, and spamming the word nigger more often than in any song by Lil Wayne. Wanna see? Yeah, this is the kind of shit we're dealing with, people. He gets literally so upset at losing at Super Smash Bros. That he just resorts to this childish behavior, and it's honestly pretty damn infuriating. I mean, come on, it's just a fucking game. It's not his fault you suck at it. As exemplified in this video by Realm Wars 2, Metal plays like shit. Also, notice that those screen caps that I showed you are of conversations that happened on May 26, 2017, literally 5 months before Realm's video was posted. From this, one can say that Metal was exactly the same at Smash back then as he is right now, both in gameplay and in hypersensitivity. Oh, and before I forget, he's also one of those people who actually thinks that using words like autistic as an insult is somehow a legitimate attack on somebody. Seriously, it's like the only insults he knows are faggot, autistic, weeb, and nigger. He has the vocabulary of a goddamn prepubescent middle schooler. That's what makes this all the more infuriating. He was given so many chances to improve by so many people, and yet he took none of them. And now that Realm's video has come out of the woodworks calling him out on his shitty behavior, Metal wants to try and get it flagged down so he won't have to deal with the drama. As you can see from this screen cap, Metal doesn't want any drama in his internet life. Well, dude, if you don't want drama on your ass, don't fucking start drama by acting like an insecure, selfish, and downright racist brat over the littlest of shit. And guess what, Metal? You wanting to false flag Realm's video is only exacerbating an already bad situation. Or, to put it another way, rubbing salt in an open wound. Plus, you being so averse to drama involving yourself is the epitome of hypocrisy. You were more than happy to jump all over smartass Bird when his drama was boiling over. You even went out of your way to reference your pathetic choice of Smash character to represent your criticisms of Burb. All this, and yet you don't like it when drama is turned your way and when people talk about it? You are completely full of fucking shit. Even I've handled drama about me better than you ever will. And guess what? That was when I was still a fucking teenager. How sad is it that 17-year-old me responds better to criticism than 23-year-old you? Fucking hell, I still respond well to criticism. It's not the end of the world if people call you out, you know. But anyway, enough with Metal being the sorest of all sore losers. Now it's time to move on to his behavior towards the things he disagrees with, because his rhetoric about that can be just as vindictive. He is so paranoid about imminent nuclear war with North Korea that he went out of his way to call Kim Jong-un a gook. He unironically posts several videos from people such as the Next News Network, The Truth Factory, and Black Pigeon Speaks like they're reasonable and reliable sources. He even laughs at the idea of Islamophobia being a thing, and has referred to Muslims as goat fuckers and donkey fuckers in voice chats on more than a few occasions. Yeah, me calling him racist wasn't in vain, people. Take a look at what he had to say about BLM. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Did I mention that he is vehemently anti-furry? He almost never refers to them as anything other than fur fag. Whenever he saw us posting any furry-related pictures, he would always respond with "delete this," and the picture somehow involving the use of bleach. He even had the gall to call Hobbs a fur fag when he tried to get Hobbs' pity and it backfired. Judging from Metal's character, my guess is that Metal was just doing that so he could get back into UGG and continue to spam all sorts of nasty shit. However, as I previously stated, that plan backfired. Thankfully. He is now considered permanently banned from UGG for his downright vindictive and violent behavior. Yes folks, violent. You heard that right. Violence was never far behind his vindictiveness. Metal's rage was always so pent up that he found it necessary to threaten gun violence, torture, and physical beating of people he disliked and or disagreed with. We've had to tell him multiple times to stop posting shit like that, only to get a languid response of K, and to see him post more of that shit not that much later. Just like his vindictive behavior on Smash, his extremely violent inclinations never changed within the single year that he was allowed to be in UGG. So after hearing about all of this, seeing the screen caps I provided here, and watching Realm's video, I think it goes without saying that Metal is completely deranged. He has a volatile personality that he blames everyone else for his inability to control. He is unashamedly bigoted towards blacks, furries, and Muslims. He has paranoid delusions about World War Terminus actually being a thing, despite the fact that we got past the Cuban Missile Crisis without such a war breaking out. He is so inherently violent that he is one of the reasons why human rights are actually a thing in this world. And what's the most he does to try to improve on this? He just gets high on weed all the time and spams random shit like a child who forgot their Ritalin. Out of all the lost causes I have seen here in the 8 years I've been on YouTube, Metal is by far the most lost. There is no helping the psychotic weed addict because he just refuses to help himself. Instead, he'd rather just help himself to the worst weed he could ever illegally possess. That's about it for today, folks. I'm Space Guru 5, and I'll see y'all later. And remember, don't do drugs, kids. Take care.